Raiders surprise and make a decision that no one expected. Despite having one of the best linebacker duos, they decided to update it. The player who was the leading tackler in the last game played gets a spot in the starting lineup. The choice that Pierce made was excellent. This player will stand out in the NFL. Pierce praises rookie and challenges him. Subscribe to the channel and leave your like to receive all the information from the Raiders. The Las Vegas Raiders have two of the most reliable linebackers in the National Football League, Robert Spillane and Divine Deeplo. Both linebackers played well last season and should take another leap this season. However, the Raiders have valued depth and have begun to consider ways to improve. Two ways to improve: taking the wear and tear off their talented starters and adding depth, require them to find the best players in backup roles behind the team's expected starters. It looks like the Raiders have a player who can do just that at a critical position on the field. In the Raiders' final preseason game against the San Francisco 49ers, linebacker Amari Gainer played significant snaps, gaining valuable experience. He finished the game as the team's leading tackler and looked like a player who could break out in the NFL. Coach Antonio Pierce has praised Gainer multiple times in the offseason. However, in the team's final preseason game, Gainer stood out, even as the Raiders' reserve defensive players played a portion of the game against the 49ers' starting lineup. Listen, when he walked in the door on day one, it was like, wow, this is a sucker, Pierce said. He looks good, and you saw the movement with him in college from Florida State to North Carolina, but it was always like, man, he's more than that. And I think the best thing that happened to him was last game. He went out there and played over 90 snaps, over 70 on defense, and another 15 or so on special teams. And everything you saw throughout the game, and we've seen this all preseason, is a guy who is getting better and better. But more importantly, someone who is playing with his heart. And that meant something to him. Even on that last play where the 49ers were throwing the ball all over the place, if you look at it, he's on the ground 3 times, knocking people down, and when the ball ends up on the 2-yard line, he's there finishing. Pierce believes Gainer proved he was worthy of a roster spot this season, as Gainer plays a position Pierce knows well. Gainer likely earned more playing time in one role or another for the Raiders this upcoming season, whether it's on defense or on special teams, which could be another area for Gainer to shine. So, I thought he did an outstanding job, Pierce said. He put himself in a position, not only at linebacker but on special teams, to be one of the go-to guys for us. There's still some development there at the linebacker position that will happen throughout the season, but he gives us a lot of flexibility because of what he's able to do both at the line of scrimmage, off the ball, linebacker, and special teams.